Hello everyone, Andrea here, and today I want to do a quick video response to no, not the second chapter. That's wrong. Well, it's the episode about number 2 from Tarot to the Nines. I always forget to check these things and write them down. From Brian Cormack Cards. I wasn't sure if I was gonna record it or just leave a comment on the video, but yeah, why not? Here I am. So I want to be really short and quick with this. I don't want it to be a long video. Just a few thoughts when I laid the cards, the constellation of number 2 in the tarot, and I laid all the cards in front of me, and I was looking at them, and just a few interesting thoughts came to mind, so I thought about sharing them. First, starting with the minors, because it's like the more obvious, but my way of looking at them all together, it's like the process of deciding, making a choice, and union. So starting with the Two of Swords, when we are doing the mental process and maybe a little bit blocked because we don't want to listen to our intuition. Then, during the process, when we are starting to be more conscious about it, about what we really feel, because maybe we don't want to face what we feel because it will mean making a choice and especially taking responsibility. So in that moment of, okay, I'm starting to be conscious about this, but I don't want to make a choice yet, because I'm not sure. So I try to do everything at once. I try to find the balance between getting more conscious about something, but not choosing yet. Then you get to the point of, okay, now I'm sure about one thing, and I have to choose. I have to choose, I have to consider really the other one and choose. It's the moment. And finally, you have chosen and you get responsibility for it and you express whatever you need to express, and then there's the union. Or even the unity in yourself. You're not conflicted anymore, you're not blocking one of your sides anymore, you're not trying to maintain both sides but not together, just like kind of not broken, but when you feel a little bit in pieces and you have to juggle both pieces, then you have to decide, and finally it all comes together. Little story with the minors. That's one thing. And now, what I thought it was really interesting in my head, maybe it's just in my head, when I saw the 3 mayors in this constellation, which are the High Priestess, the Justice, if I'm not mistaken, and the World, right? I hope I'm not mistaken. Because I saw the video a few days ago, and I haven't seen it since. But watching these 3 cards all together side by side came to mind that it's kind of like a calling. And again, there's a process here. Like, we start with the High Priestess. It's the calling of your soul. Like when you have to go deep inside and you have to face everything that you have maybe suppressed or just kept hidden. All that kind of hidden knowledge when we are not full conscious yet. For me, it's a calling. I don't know for everyone else, but for me, that inner knowledge, that connection to the spiritual, to our spiritual side, our spiritual being, it's a calling. But it starts with oneself, inside, just you. Then you have another female figure sitting between two pillars. Justice. And for me, this one is, once you've faced this one, you have responded to this call, and you have gained that consciousness in yourself. You have to face the outside, right? Justice. Not just human justice. It's not just that kind of call, but it's a collective kind of call. And then we have maybe a little bit more judgment, kind of universal. So it will be your inner personal calling, the outside social calling, and then the whole thing, like universal. I'm not sure if I'm explaining what I think properly, but kind of like that, like inner, outside, but more like just us, like the human species, like in this world. And then it will be the universal soul level or energy level, like the last calling. And again, I feel like responsibility. I don't know why. It's kind of like you have to answer that call, and you have to be responsible, and you need to be balanced. I don't know if that made any sense, like the last one, but yeah, I just wanted to share that, and really short video. I'm glad with that, and I hope it, I don't know, it inspires anybody or just like it, whatever you feel like. Thank you for watching, if you're watching this, and see you next time. Oh, and thanks Brian again for the series. Bye.